All right. No, let's do this one instead. Select, back, and continue. All right. Let's see if this actually comes up now. Hey, it's actually live. Hooray, sweet. Okay, so welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This is not a great simulator for busting your knuckles or, you know, losing your tools and tossing me across the shop in rage because you busted your knuckle in something, but it does teach you a few things about attention to detail and trying not to forget things on your build. And it's just kind of fun to tool around with it. I mean, I'm having messed with cars in real life, but not in a shop like this. It's okay. It is kind of fun to take a car. This is my project that I have completed. This is basically a GM B-body vehicle, kind of generic four-door sedan. It has racing slicks on the front and back. It has, I was trying to do the pizza cutter look on the front, but didn't quite look like it. It just kind of looks like it's a lowrider wannabe. And it's got a blower on it. But anyway, this is a car that I have barn rescued and found, and I managed to get it just barely running. So it's slow and nasty and all that. Anyway, let's go to a tour of the shop here. So I have 3 lifts. 1, 2, 3. You start off the game in career mode with only 1 lift, basically this area right here. So I have a workbench where I can fix parts. I actually have some parts to fix. Yay! Let's fix some bits. And now I'm out of bits to fix. And I have an engine on the stand. This is a pretty sad looking engine actually, which I can work on it if I want. I ripped this out because it didn't work. I was like, fine, forget it. I want to say it was the engine originally came out of this car, but I'm not terribly certain about that. So yeah. I'm not sure what the hardware specs of this game are in terms of what you need to run it. I mean, I have a pretty high-end machine and it runs pretty okay. A little bit of frame rate issues a bit, but it might be because I'm trying to stream it too and all that. But anyway, this is where you can do dyno runs on your car, kind of find out how it's performing. This is your paint booth. You can paint your car. It's not quite like Los Santos mechanic shop in terms of what you can do, but it's close. You got your oil drain thing, so you can drain oil in your car. Like, hey, you know what? Let's take this beater. Let's see here. Let's find the oil dipstick and see. Oh, that's pretty brightly colored in there. You see I got some parts here that are actually decent quality because they're not covered in rust. That's basically a way to judge how horrible the part quality is by how does it look. If it looks bad, it probably is. So my rims aren't very good. Oh yeah, I'm missing a door. I'm also missing a trunk. So, I want to buy parts. How do I go do that? Well, I got 2 ways to do it. Oh yeah, ignore the $900 million I got up at the top. This is a sandbox mode. I can go to the computer here, or I can just press T and bring up a tablet. So, I want body parts, right? Oh, before I do that, what car am I working on? You need to know what you're working on, or you'll buy the wrong part and you go, dirt. So, I am Bolt Cape. So, let's bring up T again. Bolt Cape. Bolt Atlanta, Bolt Cape. Alright, so Bolt, wrong. Rear bumper, Bolt Cape trunk. That works. Let me see. Right trunk tail light. I suppose I need to buy that in order to make this thing work, because I'm not sure what vibe I'm getting off of this. I'm thinking a Chevy Impala. Alright, so how do I put that crap on here when I go here and I go assemble mode? Just blap, and now I got a primered bit, and then this literally is all it is to it. None of this fiddling around with like a billion screws and everything. It's like, oh, it's just blam, it just fits on there, and you're like, that's not how that works, guys. So I need a right door for this guy, right? To make this complete. Bolt Cape right door. Yeah. And then I need a right door window. Do I have a windshield? It doesn't look like I have a windshield on this car. let's go get ourselves a front window. Now, you could see briefly there was a hood that I could buy, but I have a blower sticking out of this thing, so I probably need to see about getting an aftermarket hood if I can. This is way simpler than it really is in real life, I know that much. So I need some mirrors. Do I have a mirror on that side? I do. So I need a mirror here. Alright. So right side mirror, $63. Not that money's an option in sandbox mode, you can do whatever you like. Alright, so I'm thinking I want to put a hood on this thing. Well, I don't want to put a hood that has no hole in the middle of it. Let's see if I can go to the body tuning shop. Let me see, bolt cape, huh? Nothing. Well, I got a Hellcat hood here. There's a hole in it, but it won't fit. You have to have the right part for the right car. It's not going to go in. Alright, so anyway, I got this thing kind of here. Let's go ahead and take it for a drive. Let's go to the test track and see how horrible this thing is. And now I fret. I'm trying to find my controller. Okay, so I press C and kind of get a view of the car in third-person view. Notice you're invisible, but you can see the steering wheel turn, and there's quite a lot of steering travel there on this guy. And you can press C again, and now the car is basically just going to do its own thing. Kind of loud, a little bit. Okay, so I've done the acceleration test. Now I got to do the slalom. This will test the suspension and steering. Tell me if I have issues with it. Transmission's a little confused at what gear it needs to be in, even though it's on manual. I kind of wish they had automatic transmissions in the game, but everything, and I mean everything in this game, is a stick shift. Which makes parts buying really simple. Same clutch, same flywheel, same clutch drop bearing, all that fun crap. Everything's the same. Alright, so now it's going to give me a report, tell me what I have as far as the status of everything. And you're going to laugh at how horrible this car is in terms of suspension. Let's go see. 14% quality, yay! So this car is kind of hashed. Anyway, let's try this car. Let's see what this one does on the same exact circuit. I fully restored this guy. Not that one. Why did I do that button? Wrong. This is where you go buy new cars. They call it a salon, but it's a dealership. So they have new cars here. Some of these are generic cars that came with the game. Some of these are like, this is DLC content. This is literally a Ford Mustang. So they paid Ford, or Ford paid them to throw this in the car in the game. So I go, yeah, I can pop the trunk, pop the doors, have a look-see around. I can look at the 5-liter engine. I think it's a 5-liter. It says 5-liter on it. Better be 5 liters or it's false advertising. Ooh, what are you? You are that crazy looking car. So there's no engine. Engine's in the back. Weird placement for it. I get a distinct BMW vibe off of this thing, like a Z3 or something. Anyway, that's not where we wanted to go. I wanted to go test drive my generic B-body clone and see what we get. I left the door open for me. Yay. Test track. Yes, that's what I wanted. Hi, let's do this. Before I improved this car's suspension, it was a mess. It's also really stinking fast now. So it sounds the same as the other car because it's got the same stinking engine in it. And it's too fast for the salt. sucky driver can't drive. Maybe I need to drive gentler, I don't know. Not drive it like I stole it. It's fun. I like this car. You gotta stop in the circle. If you don't stop on the stop sign, it doesn't count, even though you slammed on the brakes. It's kind of a weird mechanic of the game. It's, like I said, it's probably a solid 6 out of 10 in terms of stuff. Yeah, everything's 100% because I've improved a snot out of this car. Alright, so the other thing you can do, you can say, ooh, let's take my car and go driving somewhere where I can test the top speed of this thing. That's no problem at all. You don't want to do this on a car that has crappy brakes, like one side is worse than the other, because when you finally come to a stop at the end of the track, it's bad. Alright, so... doesn't tell me quarter mile time, but it does tell me my 0 to 300 kilometers per hour time, which is like 200 something miles an hour. I'm still pulling. 318 kilometers per hour. That's really stinking fast. Now, that was this car. That was with good brakes, good suspension, everything's top-notch, fully restored. That's that car. What's it do on the other vehicle? Well, I could find out. Now, I could race it with the engine that's in it, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to swap engines out. So let's put this on lifter 1. We'll put this car on lifter 2, B. And let's swap the engines around. Alright, so I need my engine puller thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to pull the transmission out first. Can't bolt engines when it's still hooked up to the drivetrain. Duh. You think I would remember that, but I don't. Alright, so we gotta pull the drive shaft. So I'm gonna stick my head in the rear differential here. So realistic. And I just mouse over the bolts and bam, off they go. Alright, so now I gotta pull the starter to pull the transmission. Can't pull the starter, or can't pull the transmission without pulling the starter. And that's it! We're done! So now I can lower this car. Now I do the same thing over here. I think I'll put my head into transmission now this time. So the bolts are all highlighted for your convenience, because otherwise this game would be really stinking tedious. Boop, there that goes. Now I can focus on the part. Frame rate goes all to hell. Yank out my nice new shiny starter. I think this is an aftermarket gearbox. This is not a standard gearbox. Okay, done. Job's done. Well, job's half done. Now that I've removed all the parts, I need to go ahead and put the parts that I want where they need to go. So let's yank an engine out of the drivetrain. Okay, so let's move this to lifter A. And we'll pull the engine. Ah, are you serious? What if I don't want to drain the oil out first? Fine. It's like, I don't know why I'm pulling the oil. I need to pull the oil out. I'm pulling the engines out as complete units, but whatever. Alright, so there, boof, it just goes there, and I say use it, and instantly, blam, the oil comes out. And it actually looks like oil. It doesn't look like, you know, tapioca pudding or sludge or whatever. So I'll put it over here. We'll drain that oil out too. The other thing this game doesn't do is degrade parts. So if you have a part that's like 10%, it always stays at 10%. If you have a part 100% durability, it always stays at 100% durability. It does not degrade. At least that I've noticed. I've put some hours into this game, but not a whole bunch. So maybe after a while it does eventually... See, boof, engine's gone. And now I need to move this over to the other lifter. I pull that engine out. Then I can put in that one. There! Rust bucket engine. Actually, I could probably just like rip that engine out and just leave it. So let's pull that engine out. So let's move this to the other bay. And we will install this engine here. Boof. Done. I think while we're at it, we got to put the oil back in it. Alright, so it doesn't really tell you when you're full. It is, I mean, you could just hold this down and forever and ever and ever, but when it tilts back a bit like that, that means it's done. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like you should... 4 quarts is usually the standard. Actually, I'll go ahead and leave it there. It doesn't matter. Alright, so now I gotta work on the engine. I gotta go to install mode. So, yeah, let's put the crappy gearbox. No, let's put the good one on there. Put a starter on. Put the junky one because who cares. And my head's stuffed into the muffler. Put the crummy drive shaft in it because I don't really give a rip. Yeah, you can totally use crappy parts on cars if you want. You might pay for it later, but... Alright! Done! We're ready to go! So let's go ahead and move the car to the dyno. And we'll show off how much power this will or will not make. So kind of a ratty body with a bright new shiny engine in it. So this is the stock ratings it's supposed to give me. 972 Newton meters is, I forget what it's supposed to be in foot-pounds. I will make more than that, but I'm not sure how much more. Because my drivetrain is kind of chewed up. Oh yes. That's a lot. So I have significant gains off this thing. Alright, so let's drive this thing now. Let's drive it. Gotta get in the car. Let's go drive it at the speed track. So with the nice car that had the nice body and brakes and everything, we saw it didn't pull to the left or to the right. It just stopped. This will not do that. It will pull significantly one way or the other. But as you can tell, it's kind of bouncing around a little bit. I'm curious if my top speed is going to be different at all. And I'm doing nothing with burnouts because guess what? I don't have drag force on this thing. I gotta like ease into the gas on this car. Now I can get on it. And we'll see in a minute what happens when I hit the end. Yeah, it's pulling to the left. Grind, grind, grind. Yeah, because my brakes are horrible. So it's going to pull in the direction where the brake on my crooked. That's not right. Let's not smash into walls this time. See if I can get going better. Now I'm full on the throttle. It's so stupid. So yeah, can't even get to 300 kilometers per hour in that car because the suspension is just trash and the tires are junk. I can't put all the power down to the ground like I'm supposed to. So yeah, sloppy suspension means sloppy car. Anyway, let's put that engine back in this guy. We'll move you back to lift A. put you back up on the lift all the way. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, yes, I do. I want to go all the way up. Because we're going to pull the oil first. Put you in lifter A. We'll use you. Yeah, if you've really done for real mechanic work and stuff, this game is really kind of silly. I mean, it kind of has some fun to it. It's like, okay, you don't have to worry about skinning your fingers, burning yourself on hot engine parts. Like, all these parts are probably still hot from the run, and I'm just here, yep, I'm just going to wrench away on it. No problem. Camera controls are kind of wonky. You can see all the rust on his suspension components up front. Like, all this stuff is just garbage. His tires are terrible. Okay, so that's that. So now I can put you down. Did I put it back? I did. Why did I put it back? Move equipment to... It says A, but then the symbol is a 1, so I don't know. So, pull the engine out. We're going to install that one. They look kind of the same. And then we're going to move you to B. And we're going to install that engine. Done! Now I just need to put oil on both of them and we're finished. This is like Jay Leno's garage, because he has like millions and millions of dollars to dump on cars, right? So he has like, I don't forget how many cars he has, but it's a lot. So yeah, you could actually like retitle this as Jay Leno's garage. Be fine with it. I have some parts on here that are shiny because I had to get, this engine wouldn't even start when I first got it. It was mostly complete. I had like a few things that were missing on it. I put the parts that were missing to make it complete, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to start. It's like, why? What's wrong with you? So I had to take the carbs. I changed both the carburetors out. Yeah, like carbs. You know, carbs are awesome. Of course, you get fat off carbs, but some people are intolerant of carbs and don't like them. But I like carbs. For cars, I tend to like fuel injection, but it's like, oh, the miracle of being able to troubleshoot what's wrong with your vehicle besides, you know, it not running right. We'll put all the good fancy parts back in this thing. I kind of wish there's a way to say, hey, I want to make my car like a lowrider properly. Suspension bits, but I haven't figured out how to do it, or it's just not in the game to do. Alright, so install mode. Put this junky feeder gearbox back in. And we'll put in our junky starter, because I don't care. It's complete. It's a complete car. It runs. I even put doors on it. Doesn't have a hood. That's okay. It's got a blower sticking out of it. Don't need a hood. It just looks cool. Okay. That's that. So I'm going to put this car back into my parking garage. And I think I'll do the same to this one here. Okay, so I got no cars in here at all. None. I got an engine in the stand, but it's horribly not complete. Like you can tell, it's missing a bunch of things. And we can just look at the I have no connecting rod caps, and I have no main bearing caps, so the crankshaft is being basically held in by the crankshaft pulley and the flywheel. That's all that's holding this thing together. It's missing a whole bunch of parts. Okay, so you see in the upper left there says drum and bass attack, whatever. There's supposed to be music played on the game. I don't like the music that comes with the game. I'm trying to think what engine this even is. Oh, this is a... What is this? This is a more modern V8 because it's got this dual overhead cam. I got a cam here and here. 2 in each head, so it's got 4 cams. short cam, like, I don't know, stinking 16 valves, 32 valve? It's two, yeah, it's 4 valves per cylinder, so it's 32 valve. This is like the the Corvette had a 32 valve dual overhead cam engine option way back in the day. This is before LS1 was a thing, and I can show you that. Anyway, let's go find a beater car and go see if we can restore it. Let's go to the junkyard. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find a piece of trash car. Alright, so we're gonna go find a beater, like something that's not even beater status. Beater implies that it runs, it's just beat down. Ooh, what we got here? Anyway, this is a junkyard. This is the map in all its wonderful glory. This looks like a Dodge Charger. Ooh, it's got a 6-pack. So the head's not complete because I'm seeing lots of the head cover is missing, or the rocker arm cover is missing. I don't have. I see some push rods. I don't see any rockers at all, which is typical for these things. So yeah, here's some more. Oh no, that's not push rods. It's supposed to have like a cam cradle that goes in here, a rocker cradle. So some of the parts are red because I can see the condition just by looking at it. So I'm not sure how I'm being able to see that some of the suspension back there is in good condition. But all right. Oh yeah. All vehicles that you find have complete suspensions. They're just trashed. Like I have to move this seat over and it'll magically change where the seat belt goes. I don't know if I like this one. So I can guarantee you it's missing the oil pan. I've never seen a junkyard car that has the oil pan in it. So the weird thing about this game is everything's kind of like based on a tree. Like you can't put your rocker arm cover on unless all the underlying bits for the valve train are installed. So the fact that you don't see the rocker arm cover means that there's usually something missing. Like I'm not going to have the air cleaner without a carburetor. I'm not going to have the distributor cap without the distributor... Oh crap, what's the name of it? Ooh, what's this? This is missing like everything. The heck happened to you? Oh! This is a Lotus. Yeah, it's the stinking Elise. Yeah, these are fun little cars. Don't make a lot of power. It's a little 4-banger. Toyota Camrys and the Lotus Elites share a lot of underpinnings, supposedly. But yeah, this missing the head. I think it's a 2ZZ GE engine that they're supposed to have in it. Fun little 2-seater that Lotus partnered with Toyota to make. From what I'm hearing anyway, I might get it wrong. Oh, the other thing you can do in a junkyard, you can find some beater car and say, hey, what you got in here for bits? And you can find all these bits. Yeah, they actually have Ford F350s in here if you want. So if you know you need some parts, you can go like here's a Ford Chapman, that's what I was driving earlier. Oh, I got a Plymouth Roadrunner? Did I get it right? Okay, it's basically supposed to be a Plymouth Roadrunner, but it's generic, you know. So yeah. It's missing both heads. It's missing a lot. So it's missing half the exhaust. All the headwork's missing. All the stuff that goes on the front of the timing. It's not even, doesn't even have the timing chain cover. So it's a block. I don't even see cylinders in this thing. That would need so many parts that it's not even worth my time. Any more finds I could find in here? This is an old Corvette. At least it has a head. So it's got a head. It has no push rods. No timing chain cover. No stinking oil pan. I see the ground through the bores. So I know from the heads here, I have 4 cylinders here that have pistons. I have nothing here. So that's like not even half the engines present. Ooh, what are you? Ooh, you're a Jeep. You actually have a hood. And you have no head. But I see pistons. I see all 4 pistons. I've got an air cleaner without an air cleaner cover. It's just got the exhaust manifold on one side. So this is an F side head engine. That's where the carburetor goes. It's got the intake manifold, the exhaust manifold. You can see where the head's supposed to go. This actually might not be a terrible thing to restore, although it looks really knackered. All right, what are you? Okay, you're a Chapman. Yep, Chapman F mill, which means it's only the 6-cylinder version. I got bores. I got the exhaust up to where the header is supposed to go, or the manifold, but that's it. So that's nothing. Lost cause. Junkyards, really, you don't get much. This is the best one that was in the lot. But this would need a lot of work to do it, but you know what? We'll do it anyway. And I want $24,000 for this mess. Alright, so maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find some bits. So that'd be nice if I knew what the heck I was looking for to go get it. Which I didn't pay attention to, so you know, we're just going to go back to the garage. You can clean out the entire junkyard full of bits and have like a ton of parts to restore or throw away or sell or whatever. But if you have a list of, like, you know what it is you're looking for, like Neo, Sentinel, whatever that is. Alright, so let's look at the damage. Well, I can take the intake manifold off. Maybe I can clean that up. So some parts you can restore, others you cannot. Like I'll take these OHV overhead valve F. I need to remember that, because I'll need to buy a bunch of them. Why does it only have 8? That's weird. Oh, I know why. Okay. 2 valves per cylinder. 1 intake, 1 exhaust. Can't take the head off until you pull these guys out. So we're gonna rip all this trash out of here. Just start ripping junk off. I don't have these spark plugs here. Now look at this. This is so silly. I have 5 bolts on one side of the head holding it down. What's holding down the other side? What the heck is that? Is that actually a thing? Alright, so if it's green, that means I can yank it out. This one's not green, that means there's something holding it in. So, let's see here. Any more I can pull out? I'll have to throw up on the lift in order to get the rest out. So it looks like I got most of them out. Alright, so we'll pull some belts. I'll pull the alternator. I6, it's an inline 6 alternator. Why? Because I have a bracket. Pull the distributor. Water pump. Crankshaft pulley. I need to pull this bracket out of the way. I think something's supposed to go there. I can't think of what. There's so much of this car that's missing. It's kind of funny. Timing cover. Now, because the cover's on, I'll have a chain. I'm just going to guess that it's trash. See, I don't think I can restore half this mess. And now I can pull the camshaft out. I'm not sure how you can pull the cam. Well, I guess you have room to pull the camshaft out this way because I pulled the radiator out and then just kind of like get out of the way. Alright, so now I got to throw this thing on a lift. This looks suspiciously like the car in Half-Life 2 that you drive around in. Only it's not like held together with like duct tape and baling wire. It's close. That was a fun car to drive. I think that was episode 2 that you get that? I'm not certain. Oh, I got a drive shaft. Yay. Alright, so I need to yank the transmission out. Let's yank the drive shaft. I kind of wish the little noises of you moving around and stuff were like not there. It's like, why is that even a thing? Kind of like the wrenching sounds. Like, okay, put the parts away, but The rest is kind of silly. Like that noise. Like, why is it there? That's trash. That's garbage. Okay, now I can pull that out. I think. Nope, I cannot. Why? Because I have pistons in the way. These rod caps look terrible. 11%. Yeah, that's a no-win. Pull this rod cap out. Okay, now we do rework. Why? Because I gotta lower it in order to pull the pistons out. You gotta pull the pistons out through the top of the head. Top of the board. So, like I did before. Oop, there's that guy. There goes that guy. Now I gotta put it back up. There's a kind of... Yep, now I can get the crank out. Alright, 13%. I don't think I can restore that. I think there's a minimum percentage that you need to have in order to grab it. Done! I gutted the drivetrain. Now, I could have done that using an engine stand. It would have been probably faster, but whatever. Alright, so let's see what we can fix. Broke it. I don't want to fix all... screw it. We'll fix everything. Alright, so... what can I put back? I don't think the engine is... Oh, hey. I got a reconditioned engine. Is the camshaft okay? Sure, we'll use it. Let's restore what we can, put back what we can't, and buy replacement parts for the things that we're obviously missing. So the engine looks nicer now. Let's see, crankshaft. Hey, alright. I had one in stock already. Alright, so now I gotta lower it again to put the stupid pistons in. I don't think pistons you can restore. Just kind of... I don't know how realistic that is. Probably the wrong person to ask. These are all trash. Alright, so let's go buy some. Oh, a lot of this is DLC content that got added. Oh yeah, I should probably sort by like just engine. Might make my life a little bit easier. Pistons. Piston with connecting rod. Let's buy 8. Let's buy piston rings. No, you don't have to specify like I need to go 50 over, 30 over, or whatever. It's just thinking do it, and you're good. And then, flap, they're in there. I know it's a lot harder than that in real life. You have to, you know, put assembly lube on stuff and slide it in there, and you have to make sure you don't your connecting rods don't bang into your crankshaft and ding it up, especially on the bearing surfaces, because that's not very fun. Nope, you just mouse over stuff and go, yep, install it, and it's done. So you kind of get, I don't know, the idea of what it is, but... Let's see, do I got a new one here? I got tons of these, I don't know why. Alright, so let me see, I'm put a head on now. Yep, now notice, I only had one show up, because I broke the other one. That, or... Yeah, it says, oh, okay. What? Okay, neat. I guess it's one head per side. That's bizarre. Alright, so, intake manifold? Not sure why I had 2 of these guys sitting around, but whatever. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any... I do! Huzzah. Let's see if I got the other one, too. Maybe I got lucky. Oh, hey, I got a almost complete intake setup going on here. Nope, don't have that. Okay. No problem. Let's put rod caps on these guys, and camshaft caps, main bearing caps, and do I have any? I have 3 and they suck, so guess what? thread caps. I need 8. Now I need to go up to crank caps. I need 3 of these. You're supposed to use 5. There's one on the front, one on the... That's the front. This is the back. Well, I think the proper order would be doing this first. Not that it matters. If it's grayed in like that, you can do it. Like I said, not super hyper realistic, because that would be enough to drive you nuts. If it was, you'd have to get stinking AC certified to play this game, and it's no fun. It's a game. It's acceptable breaks from reality. It's cool. Yeah, it's just this over and over and over again. This is all this game is. It's just repetitive assembling stuff. Did I really toss a crap cam in there? I did, didn't I? I think I meant to do that. Alright, I don't have an oil pan. Well, let's go get ourselves an oil pan. V8 OHVC. That's important. At least everything's orange for my convenience. 4, that's it. Yeah, notice I didn't have to worry about putting an oil pan gasket on or anything. It's like, nope, you're done. Just slap those parts together. There's no need for gaskets. Because, geez, that would be tedious. Alright, what do I need? V8 OHVF. Well, that's not consistent. It's a C here, but it's an F down here. Where's self-push rods? $8 per head. They just slide right in. You don't have to worry about setting valve timing or lash or lining up your crankshaft, camshaft marks for setting the timing and all that fun stuff. None of that's here in the game. Because I can tell you, I mean, it would be neat if you had a bunch of little mini games while assembling the engine, like, oh, make sure you set the valve lash, and well, make sure you, you know, set timing with your timing chain, timing belt. Or you can mess with it and say, ooh, let me go ahead and advance my timing a little bit manually, you know, something. All right, so new rocker arms. So much scrolling. Is it F, right? Did I miss it? D. Ah! That's what I wanted to do. I suppose I need 2 of these. I just bolts right in. That's convenient. Buy 2 of them and they fit on each side. Engine cover A and B for B. Hey, there we go. And they're orange. How about that? Awesome. Only 4 bolts. I guess that's where the oil goes. Okay. Now what do we do? We're gonna do exhaust manifold. Does it matter? Let me guess, that's gonna be orange too? How about that? Oh, neat, it's got short little bolts there. Oh, because the bosses on that side are thicker. There's 2 right here, the thicker part of the material to cut through. Alright, so I need some spark plugs. How many spark plugs I got? Oh, I actually had one that was good. So I need to buy 7 more, right? Because this car will not start right without... With crappy spark plugs, you're not going to get spark, obviously. And they just kind of thread in there. I was like, what? Nope, no tools to help get those in? Alright, so if you have a car with aluminum heads, don't ever, and I mean ever, screw that stuff in there while the head's warm. Actually, you know what? We'll use a junk part. We'll show what happens when you got junk parts in your car. This should be good. Oops. Maybe I ran out of money and had to reuse some bits without cleaning them up first. I don't know. We'll dyno test it and... Oh, I got this. Not sure why I have 3, but... It's like, I don't recall... You're just a bracket. No one cares if you look rusty or not. It's a radiator. So one of those is horrible looking, but that's okay. Do I have an ignition coil? Nope. I don't have a distributor, and I don't have an ignition coil. That's easy enough to go fix. You can fix any problem in this game by throwing money at it. Most cars use ignition coil B. Some of the modern cars in the game use coil unplugged, which is nice. I don't have a distributor cap. No problem. $22 later, I'm in business. I don't even know how much this cost me. Can't get to that from this side of the car. Yeah, we use an old tire belt, no problem. Can't get to that either. V8OHVD. Here we go. You have to use the right set and then flap in business. Alright, air filter base. I don't think I have one of those. Oh yeah, put the battery into while I'm at it. Oh, hey, we'll show that off. Things you can do in the game. We got a battery charger. Throw that guy on there, and all I do is wait a couple seconds and blam, it's 100% condition. This would really take hours to do, or overnight. All done. That's it. Charge my battery. Good to go. I guess because you really had to wait days to do this, it'd be like rage quitting, inducing, and stuff. Here we go. Here's another bolt, and what goes there? I don't have a power steering pump. No problem. We'll just spend more money. Where are you? Is it F? I remember now. It was. I got used to having everything be OHVD for this car. 2 bolts is it? Oh, that's what the bracket said. Alright, so serpentine belt A, don't have that. OHVC, okay. Really start having to pay attention to things here. So I got an old tired nasty belt, and then I got this nice brand new shiny belt. Not shiny. I can't even get to the oil filter from down here. Well, I suppose I should finish the top before I do anything else. Oil filter base. Which I promptly forgot the name of it. I'm in trouble. Oh, it must be that one. It's got 3 packs on it. Yay, I guess right. Air filter. Where are you? Okay. And I need a cover. I need a cover. That might be it. Am I lucky? Is it right? I'll find out in a second. Yay, I totally was. Alright, so top's done. And I think I even have the oil pan on it. Otherwise, this will not go well. Yay! Because if you don't have the oil pan, it won't even let you do it. It says, hey, stupid, you don't have an oil pan. You done forgot. This game will teach you to kind of check and double check yourself when you're doing stuff, or otherwise you'll be seeing the computer tell you repeatedly that you screwed something up. Ugh, camera. Alright, so I think I need to work on the oil pan? No, not oil pan. I need an oil filter. That's it. Just V8. Okay, no problem. More. Here we go. I don't know, that yellow color, why couldn't they make it orange? It's gonna look a little bit out of place. Okay, so now I need front exhaust section. Alright, so that's actually on another tab. I probably forgot what it was called. HVD. Okay. Front exhaust section. Where? Oh, it's right here. Yay. Alright, so I probably need another one. Yep, I should have bought two. Derp. Yeah, oddly enough, I find this to be just fun. I'm not sure why. I just do. Front exhaust pipe. I don't remember. What was it? B. Okay. It'd be nice if the parts listing would actually kind of like highlight the stuff that's compatible with your car when you're doing it, but that might be middle muffler. That's nice and generic. I'll just get two of those. You cannot run your car without mufflers. I can tell you. Oh, I had some already. Okay, fine. I got new ones in there now. No biggie. Oh, I should check the fuel pump where I'm at it. Fuel pump. I don't have a fuel pump. There's supposed to be a fuel pump that was right thinking there. Do I got one? I do. Yay. Alright, so now we got fuel, we got battery. I gotta put the rest of the fan stuff on the front of the engine. I believe this thing should crank over. Yeah, I'm missing the radiator fan, which I don't have, obviously. Back to engine. That one. I think it's that one. Am I right? Yes. Maybe I should have left the radiator out because that would have sucked trying to put that on there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some... Oops, sorry. Wrong button. I click on the engine to use it. Let's do some tools. Let's test our compression. What? Ah! I know what I forgot! Here's these little clips that are supposed to hold this trash together, and I don't have them. I always forget the stupid clips. Every time. I think you could totally be able to start a car without the clips on there. It just wouldn't run very long. I'll just duct tape it on there. Okay. Exam tools. Let's try compression tester now. What? What am I missing? I call shenanigans. Oh, hello. You can start it without a transmission. Come on. Yeah, see, the game basically says, nope, you're going to do this proper, or you're not doing it right at all. Alright, so let's draw on the flywheel. Sure. Oh, I actually got a new clutch plate. Do I got a new pressure plate? No. That's okay. I've got a new clutch plate and a crappy pressure plate. No problem. And that bearing is hashed. Don't care. So I'm going to bury all those ugly parts with a nice new shiny rebuilt transmission. I don't have a starter? Okay. Local buy starter. Help if I went through alphabetical, we'll go find it. Where the heck are you? Oh, hello. Starter. Not serpentine. Like, help. Why do they... I must be getting tired. I must not have had enough coffee. Oh, hey, fuel filter. That's kind of important. What are this thing? Well, you don't need your fuel filter to turn over for compression test. That's actually the last thing you want. It's got fuel everywhere. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be like a trick to doing that. You disable the fuel pump so you can turn it over without getting fuel everywhere and making a fire hazard, but... Alright, so where was that fuel filter at? Back here. Just kind of floating in midair, because they don't have absolutely everything in here modeled, but... There's nothing special about the fuel filters. Like, fuel filter, fuel pump, that's it, you're done. There's like one car that uses a different fuel pump. It's like, why did they even do that? Alright, so... Let's do some tools. Let's do compression. Huzzah! It must be completely enough. Don't worry about the gauge. It doesn't really do anything. Derp. Why didn't it tell me anything about my stuff? It's supposed to tell me things about my stuff. Well, let's check my meter. Never mind, I don't know what the... I'm checking... Nothing? Ignore the readings, it didn't do anything. Hey, my stuff's all good. Because it's all brand new. Well, let's check the tire tread, see how bad the tires are, even though we did the test drive. And it says my tires are garbage! I knew that already. Look, I got race tires? No way. Sweet. I did the fuel pressure test already. No, I didn't. I did the compression test and it didn't tell me anything. Yep, all that's nice and new. So this should crank over really good. Let's try the compression tester again, because I'm kind of mystified about this. Give me a report. Yeah, it's a bit loud. There we go. Well, this thing better stinking start. Move car to the front. Alright, so now I gotta move the seat. So I take that out. And I go to assemble and I put the seat in it. Oh my gosh, that seat's trashed. Alright, so now the seat's in there. I need a steering wheel. Well, no problem. We'll just throw money at it. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to throw money at it. We're going to go stinking scavenge a stinking steering wheel. Let's go. Now, if I wanted to cheap out and build the car out of garbage, I could have just gone to the junkyard for everything, but that would have taken me a heck of a lot longer to do. So I didn't do that. I was like, I ain't doing it. I ain't having it. Alright. Oh, we got new cars. We got ourselves an old Mustang. Ooh, fastback. I had a coworker who owned one of these in bright yellow. It was cool. It was loud as hell. Engine's a piece of trash. We got, looks like this is a Corvette, but they don't call it Corvette, they call it Reptile. This is the same engine I have in my engine stand. It's all trashed. Alright, let's go pick through trash and look ourselves for a steering wheel. I almost forgot. Hey, I want a seat. Perfect. There's some trash over here. Hey, y'all got a steering wheel in this pile of trash over there? I need me steering wheel. Let's go reading through your garbage. Come on, guys. Hook me up here. Give me a steering wheel. This beater car's got a steering wheel. You can't take one of the cars for sale and paw through it looking for parts. You have to, like, that has a steering wheel. That has a crap engine in it. Sometimes there's a car parked over here. grand. Hey, score! And I paid 43 bucks for a bunch of used parts. So I have a mismatching front seat and a junky steering wheel. It's probably covered in stuff. Dirt, grime. Now you tell it back to go into assembly mode. Oh, darn it. This part's a little glitchy. Yep, we'll toss that seat in there. Toss that steering wheel in there. Good. Alright, so now I'll go back to normal mode. I have my sit down. That's a good sign. Alright, so now we can move this car to the dyno. And now we can figure out how bad it runs. It shouldn't run that bad. I mean, I've replaced like 80% of the engine is either new or rebuilt. I mean, just look at it. It looks nice. Mostly. So that's my factory numbers for this thing. It's Challenger. Okay. I don't know if it's a new Challenger or an old Challenger. I think it's an old Challenger. Old school Challenger. Not terrible losses. I mean, it's kind of worn out a little bit, considering I had to reuse a bunch of stuff, but I didn't use absolutely everything that I could have. Let's run on a test path and see how bad the suspension is, and the brakes. I'm pretty sure they're trash. Now they got it running, I can test it. Front's laughably not good. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Like, I don't even have to like open the door to sit down, just get in it! So we'll drive over to this. Press the brakes. The brakes are horrible. We'll do the same thing for the back. Those brakes are terrible too. And we'll test the suspension out. So yeah, complete suspensions and brakes, but they're terrible. Ugly. I don't even have a front windshield. Jeez. Oh, my brakes are as well, which are rebuilt. Everything else is garbage. This car is done. All right, so let's move it to the lifter. We're gonna do some body work on this thing. Actually, let's yeah, where is it? Welder. Put this on the lifter. Watch this. Yeah, boom. Suddenly the body is immaculate. Well, the panel that's here is garbage still, but we'll put this back. Okay, and then I can... Where's my interior detailing bit? Hello. Interior detailing cart. Where'd you go? There's a little tilt. There it is. This will spiff up the interior. Just does it. I want to move you back. Alright, so now the interior is spiffed up a bit. So let's move it to the paint job. So the car goes in through there. We step in through here. Let's paint this car. Chrome. What's Chameleon do for me? I have no idea what Chameleon does for me. Ooh, let's do bright green. Actually, let's do purple. I could put on some paint on it if I wanted to. Boof, done. Oh, neat. It changes color based on how you're looking at it. Well, that's pretty slick. I just need some... I should have put some body panels on this thing before I did it. Okay, so guess what? Rework. Do it again. What am I working on again? Dodge Challenger. Okay, great. Body shop. Actually, no. Let's not do body shop. Let's do the other body shop. Take you out. Take you out. You're trash. That's it. I don't have any other piece. Oh, the license plate can go away. That's it. I have nothing else on this car to pull off. That is pretty snazzy. Alright, so let's see if I have anything under the Dodge Challenger bits. I bet you I don't have anything here. Nope. Alright, so... Oops, wrong button. I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna find all the bits I need to buy to make this body complete. Alright, so here's my front bumper, my front door, front left door window, front left fender, front right door. I need all this stuff. Front window, I need a hood, I need a body window, I need some headlights, I need all this stuff. Oh. I can get the SRT Hellcat look going on here. But I don't have an SRT. Alright, so... Assemble mode, go. Blurp. Blurp. This is literally all this is. Just click over stuff and you're done. I also picked up PC Builder Simulator to see how that goes. It doesn't have... Whoa! It's one of those cars! I haven't seen a car like that for... Oops, I didn't buy a bumper. I did buy a hood, right? Nope, I didn't do it. Okay, so I need to buy myself a trunk. Where the heck is a trunk? It's right here. Okay. That's my mismatching interior. Awesome. Oops, wrong. Hello? It doesn't want to do it. There we go. Is it clicking the wrong one? Okay, so I gotta change it again too. There we go. Perfect. And now it's all good. I got these crap rims on it too. Oh, that doesn't look out of place. That's not out of place at all. Some door slammer action here. That is pretty slick. Kind of like it. Let's go for a drive. Grab my controller again. Okay. Ah, yeah, suspension's garbage. This is not BeamNG drive, it really isn't. I can't even lock the tires up. It is what it is. It looks kind of cool. I always kind of looked how the Challenger looked. Even the new Challenger looks pretty slick too. So now I can leave the camera stationary. I can kind of zoom in a little bit, kind of move it around a bit, but that's about it. back. Here we go. So the physics of this game are really primitive, which I'll demonstrate. That's it. That's all that happens. And that did no damage to the car whatsoever. E-brake time, yay. So if you're looking for a racing simulator, this isn't it. They have a racetrack in the game. The racing in this game is pretty primitive. This is not the focus of the game, really. It's all about changing parts out to make something better. So that's a car that I've rescued. Yay, it's not quite done, but oh well. So now we'll show you the cars I do have. So that was just there. Not many of these cars are complete. This one is. I did rescue a Jeep. The body's really nice on this one. Rims are kind of trash, but the problem with this is it's really slow. It's a gutless wonder. I think it makes like 20 horsepower. The engine's thoroughly knackered. It's pretty abysmal. Like, this is me flooring it. I don't think I have a front bumper in this thing either. Takes forever to get up to speed, but then it's like, man, I got a fresh rim on the back I could just use if I wanted to. Yep, this is the vehicle's top speed. Is it? Can I get up there? Nope. Takes forever to wind the engine up to full power. Red line of 3,500 RPMs, and really, is it front wheel drive? What? I didn't think these were front wheel drive. Let's do that again. Oh my gosh, it is front wheel drive. That's shenanigans. So yeah, it looks great. Doesn't barely run at all. So I did the absolute bare minimum to get that thing to run, because it was an immaculate body. Just the engine was missing a bunch of stuff. I think yeah. Actually, I think it was just missing the oil pan and a few bits under there. So all I had to do after that was like slap it together and it runs. Barely. Let's see here what else I got that I can show off here. Does this thing run? A Chieftain Bandit. This is basically, it's missing the front clip. This isn't done either. This is a barn no, this is a junkyard rescue. Missing the interior. I think I stripped the interior out. This needs a lot of head work. It doesn't have an oil pan. I can't see an oil pan on it. Lots of head work needed. Really not looking like I want to work on that one today. Just because. Anything else I got here worth showing off? Oh, I got this beater truck. This one was fun to do. I like how the body panels are all mismatching and stuff. It's like, yeah. I got one primer door on it. This actually runs. I've done some work to it, clean it up a little bit, not much. Actually, I'm trying to think now. What could I swap in it? Ooh, I could put in that 2-carbed supercharged engine in it. Let me just look at it. It's just terrible. This one will actually drive okay. Let's do test track. It's like your old I don't know, 1940s, 1950s pickup truck. I'm trying to think what is this a Chevy pickup? Looks like my dad used to have one of these. See, at least it runs better than the Jeep does. Kind of. It's all over the place though. It's like, geez, suspension is horrible. So it did burnouts over there. Like it won't. Now it's finally going straight. It's like you try turning it, you gotta start correcting and overcorrecting and overcorrecting. Back and forth, back and forth. It must be so much fun trying to ride in this thing. Wow! Jeez! Wow! Yay! We didn't crash. Let's see. Garbage! Yep. It's just a garbage truck. It's only got... Oh, it's got those seats in it. Never mind, it's not the kind of seating you'd have in. I think you'd have like a front bench seat. Doesn't even have a windshield. Has a back window, but not a front, so the interior is probably all really weird and deafening and loud. When I bought it, it didn't even have headlights. I think one of these I bought new. I can't remember now. Away with you, truck. This is one that looks nice, but the engine's not complete. Ooh, I'm standing on it. Cool. So yeah, body looks pretty spot on. A little bit here on the fenders. I think the bumper is a mismatched color. It has a rear bumper. Doesn't have a trunk. No biggie. Has a full interior. Doesn't look that bad inside the car. It's a nice, pretty car. And then you look at the engine, you go, hey, it's got everything on it. No, it doesn't. It's missing a few things. I bet you I could probably... It's missing oil pan too. I bet you I could probably get this going faster than I could the other car. This is a barn rescue. Barn rescues go lots and lots easier than junkyard rescues because there's less wrong with these things. The rims don't look too terrible. Let's look at the damage. Do I have all my caps? I'm missing all 3 rod caps, or bearing caps, and I'm missing 2 rod caps. Sure. We'll toss that in there. I don't care. I have 3 missing. Well, that's perfect. I had 3 on me. Just get it in there. Yeah, 1%. Yeah, that's gonna go great. Using crappy old parts. Let me see here. Crankshaft bearing cap. It's not gonna know what to do with this. All of these brand new pieces in here. Bunch of old stale parts. I really wish working on cars was this stinking easy, because, man, I tell you what. Oh, great. Which one was it? I think it was I. It was. Like, I don't have to worry about gaskets, or running vacuum hoses, or wiring looms. None of that mess. Ooh, it's got little hold-down things for the hood. Sweet. Let me see. Do I have one? I do! Alright. Do I have a fuel filter? Nope. I don't have a manifold. I don't have any of that stuff, do I? else I'm missing here? Oh, there's one here I'm missing. Sure. At least it's got the spark plugs in it. They're probably crap. Head cover B for the J. Scroll, 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 scroll like a crazy person. Hey, they're right here next to each other. Sweet. Perimeter style bolts. It's nice to put the oil fill bit. Man, this is a breather. Ah, okay, so I did put it there on the front of the engine. That's nice. I like that. You can do it from. You don't have to like strain all the way over the car or get some weird angle to put your oil in it. Yay! Exhaust manifold. OHVJ. Proper manifold. Two bolts per leg. Do I have the exhaust on there? It looks like I do. And I have one there on that side. I'm missing. I saw the fuel filter is missing. So I like stiff my head. Like I'm like right now the camera's like in the car. It's like all sorts of weird crazy. Like I'm in the car now. It doesn't accurately simulate the craning your neck and straining to see what's going on. Yeah, having worked, I gutted the interior of a Camaro once, and my back was killing me. Not fun at all. Those are some good times. I should check to see if I have a fuel pump in the tank. Got plenty of room though between the radiator and the fan. Alright, so let's look this up and have a look to see if I got a fuel pump. Because stranger things have happened. Let's see, what do we got here? I got a fuel pump. Well, let's take a look-see at it. 13%. We'll chance it. I didn't see if I had a battery in here. I think I did. Even if the battery's crap, I can just toss it on the charger for 5 full seconds. Oh, it's 100%. Hey, sweet. Well, let's go over here and put some dino juice in this guy. See if we can't get this thing to turn over. Okay, let's do some diagnostic stuff. Let's try compression test. Oh my gosh. Let me guess, the stinking clips. Am I right? I was! I'm missing a clip. It's always the stupid clips. Yeah, that's why the guy junked it. Because he was missing a clip. Couldn't figure out why his car wouldn't start. Gets me every time. Yay, we can do compression test now. Never mind that gauge. That gauge doesn't tell you anything. This is what tells me what's going on. Doesn't tell you... crankshaft's not too bad. Some pistons are... Oh, the block is garbage. Oh, this will be fun trying to crank over. Fuel pressure test. I'm probably not going to get good fuel pressure because of that stupid fuel pump. Yeah. Well, I could rebuild the carburetor. In fact, I might do that. I might have to do that just to get this thing to start. Oh gosh, got all this stuff here to deal with. Alright, come here, carb. I could actually take out the intake manifold too while I'm at it. If only cars were this stinking easy to take apart. How many have I done now since I started this video? Alright. Oh hey, where's my... I guess I can't work on that intake manifold because it's total garbage. Let's find out how garbage it is. Yeah, it's below the threshold. Oh well, run it anyway. Like you can see that the radiator, this is the thermostat, goes right here. So you don't have to worry about plumbing the thermostat up to your radiator at all. That's not even an issue. I had plenty of carbs when they time out. I didn't have to rebuild it. You just swap in the other one. Oh well. Sadly, I couldn't clean it up. I'm not sure why. We'll use the old air filter. Who cares? Alright. Let's move it to the front of the shop because you can't get in the car when it's on the lift. I don't know how you get it into the lift without being able to get in the car. Alright, let's see if it starts. It ain't gonna start. Nope. Alright, so now I can try to move it to the dyno. Cannot start engine. That's the basic generic message that says, hey, your engine is thrashed. Won't work. That's okay. What I'll try really quick is I'll do the easy stuff. I'll try the spark plugs. If I can see them. I have her angled. And I think I'll try the air filter too, because why not? Alright, so V8J, huh? $8. I'll try some spark plugs. I can get to where spark plugs actually go. Okay. I should try wires too. Oh, I should probably try the distributor. At least a distributor cap. That's not too bad to do. This is right there on top. Because you need 3 things for your engine to work. You need air, spark, and fuel, and compression too. So let's go ahead and rip you off. Oh, clips. I need the clips. Rotor, we'll take distributor out too. And sure, we'll take the ignition coil out. I might have ignition coil issues. I have a bunch of, basically I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff with the sparks. Okay, now that that's all nice and shiny. So somehow I was able to like redo that. Don't think you can do distributor, but whatever. I got a new rotor. And I think I got a new cap. Realism. Let me see, I got new wires. Fine, we'll chance it. Okay, let's do it. Can I get this thing to turn over? Yeah, it didn't work. Well, yeah. Okay, let's try moving it. Cannot start engine. Well, I guess I'll have to come back to troubleshoot that later and stuff. I'm kind of losing interest in trying to figure out why it won't run, because it looks like now at this point I gotta like rip the heads off and see if my pistons are garbage or not. Probably are. Heck yeah, you know what, we can check that now with the stinking compression tester. Pretty sure it's pistons. Yeah, it's probably the worst ones there. Plus my rod caps are kind of thrashed anyway. Oh, well. Ooh, I took that off. Hey, here goes my mirror. It's kind of nice that it's all here. I could just... Like, I could probably... Try to clean those panels up real good. Just make it look nicer. See? Perfect. Except you can't mess with glass. I don't know why. There. Looks great. Doesn't start. Isn't that how it goes? Yep. So anyway, I think I'll get back to this later. I'm not going to feel like messing with it now. Away with you, car. Condemn you to the parking lot. Alright, that was it. As I said, Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. It's rough. It's needs some work. It is kind of fun to play. But it has some quirks to it. So if you're aware of the quirks and everything, you just think it's fun. It's like, I got it on sale on Steam. It was like half off, I think. I picked it up for not very much. I have all the DLC too. That was not half off, but that's fine. So I'll catch you all later. I hope you had a great holiday season, and Happy New Year is right around the corner. And I'll catch you later.